Now it's raining. Got my raincoat out. Yeah, and I'm going. Hello everyone, this is Kenneth again, getting ready to solo hike up here to Maple Springs Fire Trail. I used to hike up here a lot with a friend of mine and camp. My friend Ted and I used to come up here all the time, but I have not hiked this since 2011, January of 2011. It was right before the plate was put in my head. So we're going to see if I can still do this. It's 2020 now. All right. Well, there used to be a map, as you always see at these forest roads and things like that. As you can see, it used to be pretty nice. My friend Ted introduced me to this trail back in 2000, I think it was 2002 or 2003, first time that I went on this. And at that time, the map, everything was still there. So anyway, here we go. Let's see how well I do. Like I said, last time I was on this fire road, I did not have a plate in my head. I had, see, it was still a hole. I didn't tell my family, especially my mother, that I didn't wear my helmet up here. And it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was New Year's. It was New Year's Eve of 2010. And I had to go for a surgery on January the 6th, 2011, to have the cranioplasty put in my head. So it really wasn't the smartest thing to do. Wasn't the smartest thing to do to come out here and not wear my helmet that I was, had to wear to protect my my brain and do night hikes, etc. And it was no big deal. And I was a smoker. Like I said in my other videos, for 28 years I smoked and didn't quit until just a couple of years ago. Actually, I was inspired to quit smoking and focus all that money on outdoor equipment when I saw a Joe Robinette video. I think it was winter camping under a tarp. Today I've got on my Helicon Tex Numbat chest. Oh, the bugs are out already. And I've got the old tacticalgear.com backpack that my friend James gave me for a Christmas present 2 years ago. Something like that. Huh. There is a spring way up there that fed this small community. Wow, the bugs are wicked bad. So this is where we're going. This way, follow this forest road all the way up. And I will, of course, put the coordinates, the GPS coordinates for this trail in the description on this video. So I'm going to concentrate on hiking up through here. And because in my opinion, it's always that first, I don't know, half a mile or so, maybe even quarter of a mile when you start a hike. That's the worst until you can actually, find your rhythm. So anyway, check back in a sec. You might be wondering, you might say to yourself, why is he only carrying one trekking pole? Yes, he has the camera in one hand, but he only uses one trekking pole all the time. Well, and the answer to that is quite simple. Where I don't have a lot of feeling in this left hand, it's hard for me to use two trekking poles. But I do, today I did not bring two, but on other outings, I usually bring that extra one because on anything it's really rocky, or if I'm crossing a stream, like when I had, first time I tried trekking poles was at the place called the Devil's Bathtub. Sounds a bit ominous, can be sometimes, but if I had not had the trekking poles then, I would have fallen, busted my butt, and went to another place called the Sand Cave. If I hadn't had the trekking poles there, actually I broke one trekking pole because of my balance issues. I started falling backward, and I realized in that split second that I was going to have to either fall backward and hit the rock that was behind me, or sacrifice the trekking pole. And at that time, the trekking poles that I had were just Wally World trekking poles. They were like 20, 25 bucks. Since I had never used the trekking pole before, other than just like a hiking stick, staff, etc. That's why I just went, I thought, well, let's try Walmart out. They're not that expensive. And I'm a true believer in trekking poles now. And this is a Lecky, very high end. And if you saw that video that my friend James and I did hiking up there at Hidden Valley Lake, I gave a shout out to Randy Walker, who sold me a pair of Leckys and a pair of Kelty trekking poles for, I think it was like 40 bucks for both. And that's an amazing deal because, this thing is in super good shape. You can barely, when I first got it, you couldn't tell any wear and tear. So, and I've also bought an REI sleeping pad from him. I already had one, I had an REI Stratus, but hey, at that price, because I got a package deal and I can't remember now how much everything was. It wasn't much. That's why I say, if you're even on a tight budget, if you've got a little bit of money saved up, you can find good deals. So let me show you a little bit of the scenery around here. This is a gorgeous place. And like I said, not too many people know about it. Heck, I only live a couple of miles away. I was going to come out here originally. The plan was to do a hike and cook up here at the top, but plans had to change just a little bit. This is Father's Day weekend. I need to contact my dad, talk to him a little bit, and then maybe I got him a couple of presents, take those by. And so instead of doing the hike and cook, this is a way for me to test out my endurance, because this place is where I was talking about. Oh, it's hard on the arm. This place is where I was talking about hiking up to. You might remember me a few videos back talking about hiking up a place and camping, and then from that camping spot, just a short, not really a short, but just a short distance as the crow flies, you go up to the top of the ridge, and the Appalachian Trail is there at the top of this ridge. So the goal would be, the plan is to do a 3-day hike and camp. First day, do this, which would be, come up, do a camp. Second day, go from the campsite up to the AT, and hike a little bit of the AT toward Damascus, northbound, or Novo, as they say. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not up on all the lingo of the Appalachian Trail hikers. I know Sobo, southbound, Novo, northbound, etc. But I don't know all of the little jargon of the hikers. But I do watch Mischief on the Trail. Like your channel, man. It's a beauty place up here. I'm gonna do a slow pan. There's where we came from. And that's where we're going. All right. And today, all I brought out, I didn't bring the DSLR. I want to try to go light today and see how that goes, because if I'm doing AT, I can't have that big DSLR and everything else. And I did not bring my beloved camp chair. I just brought a thermal-res Z-pad to sit down, since, like I said, I'm not going to be cooking. I'm just brought a sandwich and protein bar and some other little snacks. I brought one bottle of water, or right there, and I did bring my Catadin water filter. I did bring that Catadin water filter. Hold on, let me show you something. This is a new, no, this is not a new trail. So we're going to continue on. I do have to take a pee break here in a second. And right now the bugs are not bothering me too bad, although I did put on a bunch of Skin So Soft. I was going to give a shout out to the Avon lady that I bought these from, and I can't remember her name now. Professional would have written things down better. Yes, they would have. And I meant to do that. I even had the 5x9 cards out. And man, no excuses. No excuse. All right. Back on in a minute. Next time I come up back on to chit chat will be when I take a water break and grab a little snack. It's going to be weird stopping to eat lunch later with no chair. But as you can see right there, there's more tape. The trail, if you follow it all the way to the top, see those red markings? Those red markings will take you all the way to the top of the ridge. Could be survey markers now, but that trail goes all the way to the top and connects with the AT. It's a shortcut compared to what we would normally be going on, but and as you can see right there, there's more. So for our property, to divide property, unless they just ran out and had to use that, I don't know. I'm rambling here, but this would be a pretty neat little camping spot, but it wouldn't be ideal because you're not close to water. But yeah, I brought my Catadin water filter. Let's see, which way is the best way for a handicapped person? Looks like this way. So here we go. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought my head mount for the GoPro session. I would like to get a GoPro Hero. Well, that's interesting. The AllTrails app is saying that back there, where I showed you that trail going straight up the side of the ridge, is where the trail is supposed to go. But I know this area, I know this, and it says that goes up to the ridge, and right there it comes out at a shelter. So I'm not going that way. I'm going this way because I know where it comes out, and yeah, if necessary, I can always come back and follow that up properly. But we're going to continue on this road right now. So wish us luck. Okay, the AllTrails app keeps going, or alerting me that, hey, you're off trail. You've gone off your planned route. Oh no. So I know what's up this way. It's that flat bulldozed outcropping, and they use that in case of a forest fire. They land there. And if you saw that, and I'll put a link into it, the video where my friend Bill and I camped over at John's Pond. The pond there was created in case of a forest fire by the Job Corps, so they could land up here. And of course, this road, as you can see, it's not been mowed or maintained in a little while. But anyway, point is, I'm going to go back down to that area that I was showing you when I went straight up the ridge with that marking tape. So evidently the marking tape must have been a way for people to know where the trail is, even though it's not widely known or widely used anymore. You know, every time I get ready to film a video, the day before I get a bump or something around here or like on my nose. I don't know what it is. Drives me crazy. But we're going to stop down there, and before we head up onto the ridge, because it's showing that it comes out right beside or right very close to a shelter. So I hope I don't screw myself and not have enough water. I've got 32 ounces, which should be plenty, and it's 11:49 right now. So we're gonna do that. So yeah, we'll stop there, have a water break, grab a snack, and then head on to follow the AllTrails app, follow technology. The heck with your knowledge, your first-hand knowledge. Follow what that computer says. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll do it. One nice thing about this number, I'll say before I head back down the trail, is that it allows me to put the GoPro session and its little selfie stick right in here. And I'm able to keep, I'll show it to you here in a little while. And for a full review of it, check out Luke's review of it on the Outdoor Gear Review. He wears his all the time, and I'm glad that I got one of these. It took a while to get here. Came from Norway, and I ordered it from Amazon, and it took, oh gosh, it was like almost 2 months, but that was at the height of the pandemic. So, all right. Okay, we are back. I was going to stop and grab a snack, but I think I'm going to wait just because I'm not really that hungry right now. I did stop and drink a little bit of water with, I always put those little Propel packets that you can get on Amazon, or I buy them at Sam's Club. But yeah, we're going to follow this. I double checked the AllTrails map, and it's showing this right here. Up this way. So we'll check around. Let me show you around just a little bit, and maybe instead of this fire road that comes up here that we always took, maybe the actual trail is a little bit further over. Let me switch around here. You can see it looks like a trail right through here, and you can see it kind of going down that way, but that's not what I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with where we came from, down that fire road right there, and that's the way that I used to know. But this, we'll see. But we're gonna go up. We're gonna go up this beast right now. It's gonna be a leg burner. But that's okay. You know why? Because we're trying to lose weight, and I have been working out. Took a before photo about 14 days ago. It's about time to take another one. Even though I can't show you the gym workout, I think I'm going to start doing some other things outdoors as far that I could film like this. Bugs are coming out again. Still got a bunch of skin so soft you can actually see how slimy everything is. Yeah. Oh, and the sun's coming out, eh? All right, here we go. Okay, so do I look goofy enough with the section on my head here? My hat's in my bag. I didn't have a case for my sunglasses. I didn't bring it along, so I didn't want to risk scratching them, even though you can get a free pair if you scratch or break or lose your glasses with Shady Rays. Shady Rays. Yes, sir. Shady Rays. All right, let's see if all these body weight lunges, without weights of course, are going to work. Now now is when I need the poles, the trekking poles. Yep, because it's slippery, very slippery. Now this is when the handicap really works against me. Okay. Now, and I've been trying to do what I was talking about earlier, 10 sets of 10. You know, with the gym, the home gym that my friend Tina gave me. It's got a leg press or squat, if you will. I consider a squat the traditional kind of thing, but so I call it a leg press, and it works great, but I need heavier, I need more weight. So I've been trying to do, because the stabilizer muscles on my left side suck, and that's one of the reasons why I don't use dumbbells yet, because sometimes my left side will just throw me off balance, super quick. So, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I quit smoking. So, all right. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 6 seconds in. Try to do 6 seconds in through the nose, out through the mouth. It's even better, actually, if you can do in through the nose and then back out through the nose. Oh yeah, I'm going to be feeling this tomorrow. Screwed up the shots. Let me kind of slowly pan you around here. There's where we came from. We connected off the fire road. Here comes the AllTrails app. What's it telling me? Your safety contacts have been notified that you haven't ended your lifeline by the time you thought you should be done. Do you want to push back the end time by 30 minutes? You will silence. Oh. Here we go. So, yeah, that's where we came from. You are no longer following your planned route. What the hell are you talking about? Alright. I hope some of that was captured. This GoPro session, like I said, if I had my choice, I would definitely go back and get the Hero. But I do like this session. But let me turn this off. Hopefully I did get some of that footage. Whew. Alright, it's time for water break. Kind of scout out everything, test myself to see how I could do. And so far, pretty good. But I'm going really light today. Like I said, I did not bring my chair. I brought a Thermarest little Zeep, and it's always nice when you can't feel your arm. It's great. And it's got alien limb syndrome. So I forgot to mention that the other day. Some people were giving me some flack about lighting the fire with the flint and steel. And I'm going to have to practice. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I was perfect. Maybe I should try to do that instead of. I'm going to have to work on my technique. But I'm also kind of like a person, like my friend Bill with MS. His hand, if I'm not paying attention, you probably see it. Sometimes, like I was coming up here, I noticed it was kind of creeping up like this, kind of like Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights. I just don't know what to do with my hands. But this one moves of its own accord. So I've got cell phone service up here, so if I need to, I could push back my pickup time to 3:30. I know I'm not very far from the summit, and I'd like to see if it comes out over here on the AT. I know it does, it has to, because that over there, where I was originally going to go to, leads to the AT as well. So the AT just runs along this entire ridge through here. But, gotta take a second. And the Numbat is doing well. You can check out the old Mora knife. Thing I love about this, like I was saying, I can put the GoPro selfie in here. It zips out, has a map case in it, multiple pockets, like I've got some Tylenol, old man's candy. I've got 2 lighters, an extra packet of Propel, a little cleaner for my sunglasses and lens, and a couple other things, a couple other odds and ends. I don't have my compass. I forgot it. But then again, the watch that I've got on, the Casio Pathfinder, has all of that, has all those functions. So it's always good to have a redundant backup system. But I know where I'm going right now. Plus, I've got the phone, and I'm not too far from where I live, like I said. So let's see what I brought. I guess I could eat that sandwich real quick, so it won't go bad. It's got, like I said, it's ham and cheese, and if I don't eat it, it will go bad. So I'll tell you what, rather than watching me eat, I'm going to sign off. But a few times we have seen people come up here on the fire road. Not this thing, but evidently they do come up this way as well. I forgot the name of this mountain. I'll have to look it up. And there's where we've came from. And yeah, I picked up a little bit of a sweat. I want to keep going. Better to keep going, even at a slower pace, than to stop or stop for too long. So, okay, yes. Breathe, Daniel-san. In, out. In, out. Oh, much better. You know, as we're out here walking, just us, and eventually every new subscriber and current subscriber, which again, welcome to my new all my new subscribers. That all these extra subscribers that I've gotten lately are due to a couple of reasons. Well, first is Chris from the Chris, the Wooded Beardsman. He and I have texted back and forth a few times, and he gave a shout out to his subscribers to check my channel out for last month's brain tumor awareness. And then a major shout out goes out to my friend James, who reached out to Amiri King, who for the price of $12 which is you purchase a book from him and James did that and asked if he could mention me in a cameo on Facebook to his subscribers. And Amiri King did more than that. There goes the AllTrails going off again. He subscribed to my channel, gave me a shout out to all of his subscribers. So I picked up a lot of subscribers from him and the Wooded Beardsman. And I've been paying a little money here and there to boost some of my posts. Well, see, this silly bastard is killing me. You can see right there, the skin's so soft it's getting in my mouth. So we're gonna keep on going. Enough stopping to chit chat. So the AllTrails app is reminiscent, or reminds me of the GPS systems in cars, like the older ones that told you to go left, and left would have taken you right off a damn bridge. Yeah. Well, this one just said that, or showed that I was off the trail and that I should go that way. I'm talking about this way, straight down. Yeah, I don't think so at all. Another side goal, or not a side goal, another main goal, physical fitness wise. It's been a goal since all this happened to me, is to eliminate as best I can. It looks like, can't tell if it's bear poo or not. We do have a lot of bear poo, we have a lot of bears in this area, but I can't tell. It's been washed out. But the goal is to eliminate this limp as much as possible from my gait. We're almost to the top now. So, yay. You know, the other day I was watching a fellow YouTube content creator, Justin Barber, he's on a totally different level, man. He's doing like, I noticed him first when Joe Robinette mentioned him, and he was doing 68 days across Newfoundland, or Newfoundland. I call it Newfoundland. Newfoundland, that's not right, it's Newfoundland. And then recently he put together his 83-day Crossing Labrador series. Now that's just, man, that's kick-ass. I mean, that's really amazing. That would be something that I would love to do. Being disabled, I do have the extra time now to do it. I just got to be very, very careful. Prefer to have somebody with me just in case. It's one of the reasons why I haven't done a lot of solo hiking. You know, to be honest with you, fear plays a part in it. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I might seem, oh look, I'm brave and I can do all these things, but part of me knows I've got to be careful, extremely careful. Left side of my body could cause me to have an injury very quickly. I'm going to put my arm here for a second, and get a little shade right here. It looks beautiful up here. But anyway, the text, he mentioned a quote that I had sent to him, or texted in a comment. It's an old Chinese saying that you hear a lot in China. If you want to taste sweet, you first have to eat bitter. And that's in anything. If you want to, you want to make a lot of money in a certain subject, like a doctor or a lawyer, you have to eat bitter. You have to go to college for a long time. You want to be a good martial artist, you have to do a lot of training, get hit a lot. You have to eat bitter to taste sweet. And I should say that Kung Fu, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, Kung Fu is how I heard it pronounced in China. Kung Fu is just hard work. So Kung Fu is just hard work. It's not like a martial art. Wushu is martial arts. So they would say your Wushu shows a lot of Kung Fu. So your martial arts shows a lot of hard work. Your guitar playing shows a lot of Kung Fu, hard work. So anyway, this popped into my head. And the other thing, like I was saying, is that, it's not necessarily fear. Maybe a little bit. It's just, the fear is more like if I get into an accident out here, which would happen to anybody if they get out here. Good grief, my arms are sore. I've been trying to do 100 push-ups a day, in addition to the weight training. But years ago, Frank Herbert's Dune, the movie with Kyle MacLachlan, David Lynch director, and it's a quote by Frank Herbert in his books too. Fear is the mind killer. Fear brings about total obliteration. I will face my fear and allow it to pass through me, and then I think it's like I will examine it, something like that. But fear is the mind killer. Fear will bring total obliteration. You know the old saying, "Just do it," by Nike. Don't hesitate. If you hesitate, you will die in certain situations. Very true. So that's enough rambling for right now. Time to get back at it. Follow the trail markings. The skull and crossbones. There she be, a black pearl. Okay, I was just looking at my AllTrails app, and Harp Mountain, if I'm reading that correctly, and we were right on the Sullivan County, Tennessee, Washington County, Virginia border, right through here. Very close, right on it. Harp Mountain, Harp, H-A-R-P, Harp. Okay, man, it's beautiful up here. Skies are blue. Blue skies. Okay, before I get all chatty Cathy, I've got to get my butt in gear. So check in a minute. Well, this is the summit up here at the very top. It's not very scenic. I'd have to walk out a little ways into the but there's a little ways over here. But for future reference, right through here are some great places for a campsite. As long as you brought enough water. Haven't seen any streams through here. That's a bad thing about not going where I was originally going to go. I only brought enough water. I brought 32 ounces and I'm getting low. But yeah, this is great through here. But I gotta go. Well, no one wants to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm up against a time crunch. I'm strict time frame right now. The monkey wrench that was thrown in was that I planned on going. I listened to the AllTrails app, which I'm glad I did. I've never been here, and I'm glad that I came. But as you all have been watching, I keep looking at my watch because there was something else to do today. Need to be like the Japanese. They focus on one thing per day. Let's say if they have a doctor's appointment, for instance, that's it. The doctor's appointment takes priority. Everything else is secondary or tertiary, which is the fancy word for meaning basically third. But I did reach the summit, so I did achieve that. I started looking at the map and thinking, well, you know, that shelter's not that far away, and right now it's not that far. I could make it there and back easily before 6, but I've got to be back to go take a shower and do a little bit of last minute shopping. I didn't get a Father's Day card from my dad, so I need to get that. But I did get some Arctic Cool clothing. This thing's been doing pretty well, speaking of Arctic Cool. So yeah. Now, I don't know if the phone is going to do that true justice, but that is pretty dark coming this way. And we are back, as you can see, on the, we made it back to the goat trail, as I like to call it. So I would be a lot better off. And I don't think I'm going to be able to outrun the rain. But that's okay. You know why? Because it's warm weather. Tomorrow, And see, today's not tomorrow. Sunday is the first day of summer, and it's very warm out, so I'm not going to complain about a little rain. And besides, like I said, I've got I do have a rain jacket with me. Didn't bring my rain pants. Just those things. They're like wearing those old suits, those fat loss suits, weight loss suits that they sold back in the 80s and early 90s. And all they did was make you lose a ton of water weight. But the next time we come out, we will be doing the forest road, and not this, because the forest road, I know the route to there. I know the route from the landing site. I'll just say landing site to a second camping area that looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. Reminds me of Lothlorien, and that's what I used to call it, Lothlorien. I used to say, if things go to hell, that's where I'll go. And then from there, from that Lothlorien type super cool campsite, you go. It's a gentle walk, a gentle trail up to the ridge, and you connect right there with the Appalachian Trail. And then from where you connect, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over to a shelter. My buddy Ted and I used to go up there and well, he cooked chili. He'd take a cast iron skillet on short hikes and warm up chili that he had made the night before. Crazy. Now I might do that these days, but I wouldn't use cast iron. I would go with a titanium. Got my raincoat out, yeah, and I'm going, because this tacticalgear.com backpack, like I said, is not 100. It's water repellent, but it's not waterproof, and it's raining pretty hard, so I'm trying to just beat feet as I can. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe. You know the routine. Thanks for watching. And for all of my subscribers, my new subscribers, thank you, and my old subscribers, thanks for watching. There'll be more videos, a little bit better. This one is a little bit more action oriented than the last. So yeah, it's coming down. So I'm beating feet, going as fast as this crippled body can go. But thanks a lot for watching. And I'll talk to you guys next time. And for my brain tumor survivor friends and people that are watching that have cancer, brain tumors, remember to push on. Don't quit. If you quit, that's not a way to be remembered. I don't want to be remembered as I want to be remembered as an honorable man that didn't give up. So be good. Matane.